Trump said when the Russia-Ukraine war might end. For the first time, Germany has deployed a Eurofighter combat aircraft to Poland. Some individuals traveling to the U.S. may have to pay a security deposit of up to $15,000. The U.S. and Israel are making firm demands of Hamas. Now, get acquainted with the news in detail, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel.
Trump predicts when the Russia-Ukraine war might end. U.S. President Donald Trump has stated that if oil prices drop by another $10, Russia could be forced to end its military operations in Ukraine. He made these remarks today, August 5th, during an interview with CNBC News. If oil falls another $10, Putin will have no other choice. The Russian economy is already in serious trouble, said Trump. He also warned that because India continues to buy oil from Russia, the U.S. plans to sharply increase tariffs on Indian imports within the next 24 hours. We stopped at 25%, but I will raise these tariffs significantly, he said. Trump further threatened to impose a 35% tariff on the European Union if the bloc fails to meet its investment commitments in the U.S. economy. In addition, he announced new tariffs would be applied to pharmaceutical imports entering the United States. The initial tariffs will be small, but within 1 to 1.5 years, they could rise to 150% and eventually up to 250%, the president added. Earlier, Trump had criticized India for continuing to import Russian oil, saying severe tariffs would be imposed in response. He also mentioned a 25% duty on Indian products as a measure to address the trade imbalance and India's cooperation with Russia. Although reports previously suggested that 4 state-run oil refineries in India had halted purchases from Russia, several sources later confirmed that India intends to continue oil imports despite U.S. threats. The Indian government, in response to criticism from the U.S. and EU regarding its oil imports from Russia, dismissed the accusations as baseless and illogical. Germany deploys Eurofighter fighter jets to Poland for the first time. Germany has deployed its Eurofighter Typhoon fighter jets to Poland for the first time, according to a statement from the Polish Armed Forces on the social media platform X. In the coming weeks, 5 fighter jets will be delivered to the 23rd Tactical Air Base in Minsk Mazowiecki. These jets will help defend NATO's eastern airspace. Starting from August 5th, the German aircraft will be stationed at an airfield east of Warsaw, where they are expected to remain for about 1 month. To support operations, around 150 German Bundeswehr personnel will also be deployed. The German newspaper Bild published images of the jets landing at the Polish air base on August 4th. Germany's Air Force has already been participating in airspace defense over Poland since April. The Minsk Mazowiecki base is located approximately 100 kilometers from the Belarusian border and 160 kilometers from the Ukrainian border. The Polish Air Force has repeatedly scrambled jets in response to Russian missile strikes on western Ukraine. The Eurofighter Typhoon is a multi-role combat aircraft developed jointly by Germany, the United Kingdom, Italy, and Spain. It has been in service since 2003. The aircraft can reach a maximum speed of 2,125 kilometers per hour, with a range of approximately 2,900 kilometers without additional fuel tanks. It is primarily used for air defense, ground attacks, and reconnaissance missions. Some travelers to the U.S. may be required to pay a bond of up to $15,000. For the first time, Germany has deployed Eurofighter Typhoon fighter jets to Poland, according to a post by the Polish Armed Forces on social media platform X, formerly Twitter. In the coming weeks, a total of 5 fighter jets will be delivered to the 23rd Tactical Air Base in the city of Minsk Mazowiecki. Their mission will be to help defend NATO's eastern airspace. Starting August 5th, the German jets will be stationed at an airfield east of Warsaw, where they are expected to remain for approximately 1 month. Around 150 German Bundeswehr personnel will also be sent to provide technical and operational support. On August 4th, the German newspaper Bild published photos of the German jets landing at a Polish airbase. The German Air Force has been involved in protecting Polish airspace since April. The airbase in Minsk Mazowiecki is located roughly 100 kilometers from the Belarusian border and about 160 kilometers from Ukraine. The Polish Air Force has repeatedly scrambled fighter jets during Russian missile strikes on western regions of Ukraine. The Eurofighter Typhoon is a multi-role combat aircraft developed jointly by Germany, the United Kingdom, Italy, and Spain. It has been in service since 2003. The aircraft can reach a maximum speed of 2,125 kilometers per hour and has a flight range of about 2,900 kilometers without external fuel tanks. It is primarily used for air defense, ground strike missions, and reconnaissance operations. U.S. and Israel preparing tough demands for Hamas. The United States and Israel are reportedly working on a new proposal aimed at ending the ongoing war in the Gaza Strip, the New York Times reports, citing anonymous sources. According to the report, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and U.S. President Donald Trump are preparing an offer that would present Hamas with a strict ultimatum: release all hostages, agree to a ceasefire, and disarm the group. In return, Israel would release a number of Palestinian prisoners. A representative of Hamas, Mahmoud Mardawi, said the group has not yet received any formal offer from Israeli officials through Arab mediators. While he indicated that Hamas would support a deal in principle, he stressed the group is not willing to disarm. Since the start of Israel's military campaign in Gaza on October 7, 2023, at least 60,430 Palestinians have been killed, and 148,722 have been injured, according to local reports. It's worth noting that earlier, U.S. President Donald Trump's special envoy for the Middle East, Steve Witkoff, visited the Gaza Strip and inspected aid distribution points. Following his visit, Hamas stated it would only agree to lay down arms if an independent Palestinian state is established, with Jerusalem as its capital.
Don't forget to subscribe to the Z News channel and leave your thoughts in the comments. Thank you.